I have another severe ant infestation, and I don't know why, but they're bringing their dead bodies into my walkway. This is where they've decided to dispose of the bodies. It's disgusting. This is now their garbage disposal right here in my walkway. So that means that the ant bait is killing them, and unfortunately though, they're throwing them all over. Here are ants. There's the ant bait. That's one of my Mr. Beam's lights on my tool area, and they're coming up, eating it, and taking it down to the colony, wherever that is, and dying. It's disgusting though, but it works. It's better than having these things running all over the place, chopping up anything that's wood. There's a worker ant. It's disgusting. I showed you earlier that the ants were using my doorstep as a dumping ground. I went to town for a while. I'll show you why later, but the ants are dying, and it's disgusting. They're dumping the bodies right here on my doorstep. It's really disgusting. I don't know what's worse, ants crawling all over the place, crawling all over me, or ants' bodies all over my doorstep. This is really disgusting. Look here. There's so many ants in here now. There's a full-blown colony. Look at this. Oh, it's disgusting. They've completely infested my place. But they're eating the taro ant poison, and it's killing them right and left. But there's a full-blown ant colony in here now. Ugh. I can't wait till they're gone. 3 days and they'll be all gone. That's setting off my light all the time. It's burning out the battery of my Mr. Beam's motion sensing light, because the ants are constantly moving in there. What a mess. This is what happens when you live out in the forest. It's a constant battle. Well, I went to town. It's now 7:30 in the evening. I just showed you the ants a minute ago, but that's the first thing I did when I got home. I went to town to get gas earlier, and cat litter, which I desperately needed. Gas for the engines, mowing the lawn and whatever. Chainsaw, lawnmower, generator. But when I was there, I saw a stockpile of beautiful wood for my tiny house. Free for the taking. So I came home and I grabbed my neighbor who has a truck, because mine's not currently registered. And I've got lumber for my tiny house on wheels for free. This is some really nice stuff. Now here we've got oak. This is all oak. And a lot of this, actually four of these are going to make the frame for my chicken coop. They're the perfect height. I'll have to duck just a little. But 4 walls right there for my chicken coop. Done. So simple. There's my chicken coop. I've got 2 very fine pallets here. And I've got a mess of particle board. A bunch of particle board sheets. I don't even know how many sheets. These are about 4 by 6. They've all been trimmed by 2 feet off, but that's fine. I can cut them by 4 by 4s or 4 by 6 and then 2. But that's sheathing. It's only 1/2 inch. So it's not even 1/2 inch, I think. I don't know, it's 1/2 inch or 3/8, whatever. But there you got sheathing right there. That is really nice. Now, the nicer parts I might use on maybe in my study for walls or for cabinetry or shelving. We'll see. But that's free wood right there, free lumber. That is a couple $100 of free lumber right there. Not to mention, that's oak. That's a couple $100 right there. That's some serious money there. And then I've got my pallets, but I've also got all the framing I'll ever need for my cabinetry inside. Actually, that's perfect. I want to cover those pallets and everything. I'm going to use the cardboard to cover all the good wood. So we got heavy dew coming on at night. I will show you what I've got here. Is a whole mess of boards that are going to be perfect. I'm not going to dig down too far, but this is all, just about all 2x2s. Actually, it's 1.5 by 2 inches. It's off size, but that's all oak. That is the framing for my cabinets, and there's a whole mess of these. Now the cardboard is going to go down in the garden for walkways, and there's a mess of the cardboard here. There's 6 or 8 of these weird, I don't know what this is from. This is from a small engine repair shop, and he gets deliveries of lawnmowers and rototillers and whatever else. All the equipment comes in these pallets. This is the packing material for all his deliveries, and he throws these away. So this was a 1.5 truck load with my friend's truck, and I've got chicken coop, I've got sheathing, I've got cabinet framing, and I've got some miscellaneous odds and ends here. This is amazing, amazing stuff. Really good. I am so excited. That's a lot of good wood up in here. And of course the cardboard for the garden. Really good find. This was a massive good haul right here. My friend said there's probably $400 of wood here. I don't know. With oak and everything else, it might be. But either way, that's building material. I love it. Really good. Well, the mosquitoes are out in force. So fortunately you don't see me waving like a lunatic on this camera. This camera stabilizes everything nicely, so I'm very happy. Also, these solar panels are going to be a little higher. They're off the ground, but it's a problem. They're about 6 inches off the ground, but the grasses are growing so heavily now I'm going to have to get them higher. So some of that lumber is going to get these solar panels off the ground. Finally I've got lumber. The chickens are in a jungle. They're definitely not devouring everything here, and they've got plenty of shade. I want to show you, if I remember, tomorrow they've only got a couple hours in the day where they actually need the shade that I put up for them, because for the most part, the better part of the day, they've got shade up here because the sun doesn't clear the trees until about 11 or so in the morning, and they've got shade over here till around 11 or 12. That front section is shaded, and then after 3:30 in the afternoon they've got this whole section is shaded because of the trees here. So they only need for a couple hours in the day, but soon I'll have their real chicken coop. That's going to be really good. So I'm excited. I think that was a good haul. Ah, poor little girl. Reminds me, I have to check and see if there's eggs. These roosters are weird. I don't know if you can see, they're good friends. They're inseparable. And they do everything together. It's unusual, but that's probably because I hand raised them like I did. And they're really good friends. You never see the one without the other. And they don't fight with each other at all. I've never seen them fight. Oh, well, quite a day. Today was a busy day. The camper doesn't look very good. I still have to find a place for this set of drawers. My RV is full. My tent really doesn't have a space for it. I've got this set of drawers that needs to find a home. But did quite a job on this. I don't know how well it shows up here in camera with this light, but that is going to come apart in a hurry. Especially since this wall here is just going to come apart by hand. That's such a mess. There wasn't anything holding that at all anymore. Well, that'll be down quickly. That'll be done quickly now. And if there's any good construction material inside, I can use that as well, but we'll see. I highly doubt there's going to be much usable stuff in there, except for the aluminum, which will go in the chicken coop. And one of these doors, the good door, that was the main door from the bathroom, is going in the chicken coop. So I've got a door for the chicken coop, and probably two of these windows, the bedroom windows, the two smaller ones, are going to go in a chicken coop. One on each opposite side so that they have airflow in the summer. I'll leave them open in the summer and close them in winter. It's exciting. Things are coming together. Really coming together. So, it is smoking hot. So, the sun's down. I'm going to fire up my little generator and get the air conditioner going. That's it. See you guys later. In my RV is this massive Royal Dometic gas and electric 3-way refrigerator made in Sweden. Of course, that's where all the RV refrigerators are made, it seems. This is a massive over-under fridge and freezer combo, which I was using for food storage. Now I'm going to empty it. My mom had cleaned this up last summer for me, and I never got around to using it because I ended up going to Australia. So I'm going to empty this out. Now the only thing is I still have to clean the door. That's not a big deal. I have some disinfecting wipes, which I will do that with right now. This is something I don't remember, somebody gave me the disinfecting wipes last year. Anyway, I'm going to clean this door out and give the inside one last wipe and see if we can fire this up. It worked. I remember testing it last year. It worked. But there's one problem. This door won't stay shut. And I can't figure out why it won't stay shut. I just can't figure it out. If you look along here, the back is, oops, focus. The back is sealed. It's hitting. And the front does not, and no matter what I do, it won't stay. So I don't know if there's damage here or what, but I've never been able to find it. So that's a little bit of a problem. That's another reason I never used this yet, because I never figured that out, why that won't close. So I have to figure this out, hopefully right away tonight, and then hopefully get this fired up, and then I can take the one out of the old camper so I can start demolishing that old camper. That's the last thing that has to come out of that old camper yet, is that fridge that I'm actually using on a daily basis. Now how's that for a nice difference? Nice and clean and spotless through and through. Ready to be used. All clean. Can thank my mom again for the most of that. I just had to do the door, which was never done. That looks good now. Now I can fire it up. I think I found the problem is, maybe I'm guessing, but the seal on the bottom is split a little bit, and that might be putting pressure on this and causing it to not seal when I try to shut it, because it sure doesn't stay shut. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'll try to figure something out to try to keep that door shut. It's otherwise a good fridge. But yeah, anyway, I think it's got to be in the seal. It has to be in the gasket back here. There's nothing else I can find, and I can't see that it's warped or anything's damaged except for the very bottom. But I'll play around with it a little bit more and fire it up and see if I can get this thing cooled off inside. Then tomorrow I can bring in my food and empty out that camper completely and be done with it. Got a package in the mail today from Ireland, E-I-R-E. I don't know how you guys say that, but I just know that's Ireland. That's your way of saying it. Trying to hide the addresses as I go. So, what do we have here? Oh. out here. What do we have? We have here a 2-in-1 stylus pen, soft rubber tip. And what's this? Includes microfiber cloth for cleaning the display. Cool. Ballpoint pen with blue ink, soft rubber tip. Cool. Can use that on my touchscreen phone. And a letter from Goliath Man. Goliath Man, we all know well. Some baby treats. Nah, baby looks at me. She says, huh? There's a gift. What's that? Oh, wow. He's got a flash drive here with a movie that he has made. We'll have to check that out. And a gift. Let me see. I'm going to pause a minute and read this little letter and see before I open up the gift. Baby cat is there. This is for you, actually. That's yours. We'll check that out later. I'm doing this on the table, and she's not allowed on the table, so what we have here is some peppermint the Goliath Man sent. Nice. Oh, it smells good. That's what you like, isn't it? Look at that. Baby cat likes peppermint. Probably reminds her of catnip. Now, does that smell good? Well, thank you, Goliath Man. Again, all the way from Ireland. Here's a package from China. It might be one of my eBay deals. I'm not quite sure. You never know what's in these things. Let me see if I find out how to open it here. I had made a bunch of purchases off eBay a while back, and they're slowly trickling in. Stuff for my tiny home. Yep, there's the final light strips. Nice. Alright. That took a bit longer for these guys. Now I've got, I think one of these was a multicolored. One of them was a multicolored, and the other was my 4th warm light LED light strip. So now I've got lighting, indirect lighting for the whole complete tiny house. Through and through. I've got all my lighting for the tiny house. That is nice. And I'm thinking this is another one of my, probably one of my final packages still to come. An eBay purchase. I had some really good deals there. Really good deals. I don't know how China can do it. Ship these things. They must have some kind of a pact with our country, with our postal service, so they can ship that stuff for free. What do we have? Oh yes, there it is, my other controller. Okay, now I've got, I think, everything that was coming. This is one of those LED light dimmers that will be used in my tiny home to control the mood and the warm light LED light strips. It's going to be an amazing house. It's going to be beautiful. Really, really nice. It's coming together. The tiny house on wheels is, it's going to happen. It's going to be incredible.